Sincere. Remember when you said that you don't lie, you're not two-faced? You tell the truth, just not the full truth. Well, guess what? It's finally gonna catch up to you, because guess who will tell the full truth? Amora. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Love Island USA Season 8 Episode 23. Y'all, the girls made up. Can we all stop fighting now? I mean, the way y'all was beating me up in the comments, I am sore. My body hurts, okay? I said, oh God, give me another episode. The people was eating me up in the comments. But you know, every now and then and again during the Love Island season, y'all start beating me up, and I just get used to it by now. But I stand on my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. You can have your opinion, and we can agree to disagree and live another day. Because it's another day. And we got some things to get into. But before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see, you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, you have yet to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You like it here, that's why you back. You like it here, that is why you back. If you're one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing well, I'm doing okay, I'm running behind. I'm trying to get this review up before the next episode. I gotta change the pictures, but not right now. Not right now. Next episode, I'll change the pictures. But with all that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, the episode opens up with Annayia crying. I mean, she's falling out. The girls are trying to comfort her. She is like, he just wrote me off. He just wrote me off. I'm like, Annayia. Pull yourself together, girl. The way she's in there carrying on, you would have thought she was married for 10 years, getting divorced, have 3 kids, about to be a single mother, was a stay-at-home mom, don't have a job. Like, the way she's in there breaking down, I'm like, girl, this is Love Island. There will be more men to come. You will be all right, okay? But what I think was really getting to her was the fact that it's a group of people on a sideline laughing, hee-heeing, ha-ha, and she's the butt of the joke, right? She says she feels humiliated. She feels embarrassed. They're laughing at me. They're all laughing at me. She wants to go home. I don't blame her. That is embarrassing. And my thing is, KC, if you cared about Annayia as much as you said you cared about Annayia, you should have looked like you actually cared. It really seemed like you didn't give a F at all. Now, I'm not saying go comfort her because y'all, they just curse you out. I get it. They just curse you out. Your feelings are hurt. You're already high emotion. I totally understand it. But you didn't seem moved by her tears at all, considering the fact that you so-called care for her so much. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Bryce said that he feels bad for Nia. So do I, Bryce. So do I. But he's just saying that KC found a better connection. And before they went into Costa, they were already butting heads. We know that. This is why we wanted them to break up. We wanted them to be separated. We didn't want them together. But we also didn't want him to go over there and talk bad about her, put her down to make other people look good. That's what we didn't want, okay? We didn't want her to come back without Carl. That's what we didn't want. They messed up the plan. They messed up the plan, okay? Zach's talking about how, oh, it was such a great vibe in Casa. You, Zach, shut the F up, okay? Because you're on thin ice. You're on thin ice, okay? You don't even understand that you're only here because of Kata. Literally because of Kata. Because as soon as we can get her with somebody else, you're gone. You're out of here. And I mean that, okay? Parmita's over there talking about stuff. That's because we're grown. That's because we're grown. They're like 21, 22. And I was like, and how old are the men that you're dealing with? Like 22. Like, what are you talking about? You sound crazy. It's giving, pick me, love me, pick me. Like, girl, be quiet. And you think because you're 25, that's that much older? The nonsense. The nonsense of it all, okay? Annayia is over there hyperventilating, and she is, I'm just like, girl, stand up. That's enough. I am over these tears. That is enough, okay? But Mel is telling her that, you know, girl, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. He doesn't fit your life. You know he doesn't fit your life. You have to build him up. He's a build-a-bear. And I was sitting here like, oh my gosh, Mel. So you do have some sense. You just choosing not to use it. Oh, okay, because when she was giving her that speech and she was speaking life into her, because you know that's what we love to do, speak life into people. I was like, go ahead, girl. Now, if only you can take your own advice, because at this point it's giving do what I say, not what I do. That's what it's given, okay? Annayia's in the confessional and she's saying how she just felt so disrespected. She said she knows he's not worth her tears, but she had hope, okay? She had hope, and she's more upset at herself for having hope. And I think the hope comes from, if I could be completely honest, it comes from Sincere making her feel secure the whole entire time. Sincere always kept telling her, it's you that I want, it's you that I want, it's you that I want. So in her mind, she probably was thinking he was going to come back to her because he kept telling her, it's you that I want, it's you that I want, it's you that I want. The hope was there. I totally get it. Because based on everything that we've seen KC say to Annayia, he never made it seem that like he didn't want to be there with her. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So nonetheless, the guys are sitting there talking. Corbin's like, I got cooked, I got fried, okay? He's telling Sincere and Bryce how the girls saw the heart rate challenge and they heard him say that he's throwing Kenzie out the window, okay? He said, it probably makes me an effed up person, but I was with my boys. I was with my boys. And I told y'all my exact type, and Parmita is exactly what I wanted. And I was like, and that's why you made that comment. That comment wasn't about you being with your boys. The comment was about the fact that you basically said, I'm throwing Kenzie out the window. Away with her, off with her. I'm done with her because I finally found what I want. We knew you were going to do it, but sir, we didn't know you were going to do it that fast. But then again, this is what you and Kenzie do. Y'all sneak behind each other's back and y'all make it okay. So she just gonna have to suck it up. But one thing about Kenzie, she don't give a F. Kenzie done moved on, forgot that man exists. And I'm here for it. Now, I need some of these other girls to pick up on the same thing that she putting down. That's for sure, okay? But they trying to figure out why Kenzie was so mad. Like, she brought somebody back. Kenzie was mad because you just told that girl that you was catching feelings for her. She was sneaking behind Kayla's back for you. Y'all was sitting on the dock wanting to kiss and wanting to touch so bad. Y'all was going down into the bedroom and you was telling her how you missed kissing her. Y'all was kissing. Remember when y'all was sneaking around? Remember when y'all got back in a couple, Corbin? And you told that girl that you was falling for her, you was catching feelings for her. What do you mean you don't understand why she's mad? It makes perfect sense why she's mad. I haven't heard Kenzie tell anybody she catching feelings for them. Now, did she leave some people on? Absolutely. And we tore her ass up for that too. So I guess that's her karma. Anyway, moving on. Parmita is talking to the girl. She's like, y'all remember my name? Y'all remember my name? Is your name Titi? Is your name Titi? Because we remember Titi. We definitely remember Titi, okay? But nonetheless, the girls are like, yeah, Parmita, like, girl, bye. Like, yes, Parmita. And Trinity tells her, listen, we don't have no issue with you. I tried to tell y'all that. That's what I was telling y'all last review. They didn't have no issue with the girls. The issue wasn't with the girls. The issue was with the guys. The girls just kept jumping in. You know what I mean? The issues with Corbin. That's what she tells her. The issues with Corbin, and you was trying to defend him when we've seen a different side of him. They're trying to tell her, listen, I just want to clear it up. It's not you, it's him. Okay? Parmita feels like she doesn't want to judge him off his past because they basically saying, girl, watch your back. Girl, watch your back because you see how he moves. You see how he moves. But Parmita's his exact type, and I highly doubt he would screw her over unless someone he considers better than her comes into the villa. You know what I mean? So far, I think Corbin is stay exactly where he's at. Now, the thing is, Parmita knows that men F up, and she said if he does, she will move on. That's all you can do. That's literally all you can do at this point. And I'm glad that they were able to have that conversation and hash it out and be done with it, because we don't need this negative energy in the villa for our time here, because y'all all got to be in this villa for a long time. So you might as well get along or pretend to get along, okay? Now, Sincere and Mel are back together, and he's like, so the dude with on the postcard that you was kissing, you was really messing with him, right? She was like, yeah, I explored him. I explored another guy. He was like, oh, so you was exploring two guys? So why you mad at me for the exploring? And she's like, I'm not mad at you for exploring. Like, what are you talking about? But you was the one in there kissing on the girls, cuddling with the girls, doing all the things because you was on top of her, kissing her outside of a challenge in that picture. Meaning you were doing a lot, Sincere. You were doing a lot. That's why she's mad. Melanie's like, how many times did you kiss her? I said, child, not again. This feels like deja vu. Didn't you just ask him this like a week ago? Didn't you just ask him this like a week ago? He said, I don't know, but I only kissed one person. I don't know how many times, but only one person. Now he's trying to like change the subject, but like don't ruin the moment. Like we just chose each other. We're back together. I gave you a flower out of my back pocket. What happened in Casa? Leave it in Casa. We chose each other. You should be happy. That man is so calculated. That's why he didn't bring that girl back. That is why he didn't bring that girl back. Because his plan was never to bring her back. It was to come back and play in Melanie's face again. You remember when the guy who does the voiceover says, Sincere is on his way back to the villa. Now let's see if he brought someone back with him and break Melanie's heart. Or if he's going to come back alone and break her heart later. Remember he said that? Yes, the later is coming. The later is coming. And of course Melanie folded because she don't want to ruin the moment. Okay, she got her flower. He did come back alone. He did choose her, right? I said, girl, I don't know why you would think that man is telling the truth. I don't know why you think that man is telling the truth. Movie night is going to be a mess for Melanie. Movie night is probably going to be the worst for Melanie, okay? She's having to change her mind over the things she does know. Imagine when she see the things she doesn't know and she see the half truths that he told. She's gonna lose her ish completely, okay? So Bryce and Trinity are back together and they're happy. They talk about Casa. She said that she did kiss a Corey. She just wanted to see if it was something there, and it wasn't, okay? He's upset because you was out there licking toes and you didn't even lick my toes. Like, what's going on? Y'all know Bryce into that freak-ish. But nonetheless, these two are just happy to be together. I was waiting for them to start gossiping, and then he was like, and you know, by the way, KC was going from girl to girl, so the girls was rotating in and out my bed. I was like the spare bed. I said one thing about Bryce, he gonna go back and tell Trinity everything. Whether it's the right way or the wrong way, he gonna make it a way to tell her. That's for sure. I still don't see it for Bryce, and I just remembered exactly why. Because he's the one that caused a lot of confusion between Annayia and KC. He caused a lot of confusion between Annayia and KC. So we definitely gonna need that clip on movie night. Just to clarify some things, right? Just to clarify some things. Now, KC and Titi are talking, and he's laughing because he feels like this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He feels like he was reassuring her, and he was filling her cup, and she didn't do that for him. I'm not gonna disagree with you, KC. I wholeheartedly stand 10 toes down with you on that. Annayia definitely was working my last nerve the beginning of the season. I'm not even going to hold you. But my thing is, you didn't tell her this. Instead of telling her how you were really feeling, you sat there, wrote her a love letter. You told her that you were happy with her. You told her that you were where you wanted to be. You never told her that you felt like she wasn't reassuring you. You never told her that you didn't feel like she was filling it up your cup. You never told her that you would like for her to be a little bit more intimate, give a little bit more kisses and a little bit more hugs. You didn't have those conversations with her. Instead, you talked to everybody in the villa and in Casa about her instead of talking to her. That's the issue. The whole time Annayia's overthinking is because you're not being truthful with her, and she knew something was wrong. She knew you wasn't completely happy there, but you kept trying to make it seem like you was. I don't have it in me to go through this whole thing with KC and Annayia. We already had this conversation for days on days on days. We moving on. But I will say that I do like KC and Titi together. They are fun. They did instantly click. He does look happy with her. She does have his back, and she's going to forever have his back according to her, because not her man, not her man, not her man. Hey sis, that's you and your man, okay? Do what you feel like you need to do. But here's the thing. It's really only been 3 days. It's really only been 3 days, okay? And things are subject to change. So, keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. That's all I got to say. She said that she's proud of him for holding his own. Did he really, or did you have to jump in and help him? I don't know. Nonetheless, he said that he did gain a lot of respect for her for speaking up for him. And so these two are locked in. I'm not mad at it. I like KC and I like Titi together. I've been said that. When he first got to Casa, I said KC is finally opening up. He's finally happy. It's the happiest I've seen him. I said the same thing about Annayia when she was with Carl. It's the happiest I've seen her. I don't know why she didn't bring that man back. Just dumb. That was a dumb decision. Oh, Annayia. Let's move on. We've been on this topic for too long. Zach and Kater are reunited and speak easy. And he's telling her how he wasn't sure if she was going to bring somebody back. And he asking about the guy, was he attractive? Kater said, hell yeah, that man was attractive. He was fine, actually. I said, and he was. He was a fine man, okay? He did tell her that he kissed that girl, Lana, 3 times. One on the second night, one after a challenge, and once in the bed. Kata's like, oh, so you cuddled her in bed? He's like, yeah, I just had to see if I liked it, see what it felt like. But, it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. Oh, it just wasn't it? Or it was the fact that she got pulled from the villa, Zach. Which one was it? Because you didn't tell Kata that she got pulled from the villa. You made it just seem like, oh, you just realized it was nothing there. So when you say you explored, did you really get the chance to fully explore? No. And we know you wanted to, because that's why you didn't want to have sex with Kata to begin with. Because you wanted to have the freedom to go ahead and deal with whoever you wanted to deal with without having that intimacy between y'all two. So you won't feel bad because you planned on switching up eventually. Because why else would you ask that girl after having sex, will you be mad if I talk to another bombshell if she comes in? Yeah, okay. Nonetheless, moving on. Annayia is going to go cry herself to sleep in Soul Ties. Mel goes to check on her. Kata's saying like, it's crazy how he just like wrote her off like that. Like he's just done with her. And I was just like, yeah, because he didn't care. That's what it feels like. It feels like he didn't care at all. And he didn't even look like he had any remorse at all, okay? The girls are hurt for Annayia. I was hurt for Annayia because Annayia is going through it, baby. She's going through it, okay? Zach and Bryce are happy to be together and happy that they got their girls back. And I'm like, y'all never left each other. Why y'all act like y'all miss each other? What's going on here? But that's Zach and Bryce for you, child. That's Zach and Bryce. Parmita is telling Corbin how the girls said to watch him. Watch him. Okay, and he's like, I'm not sneaky, am I? And she's like, I mean, you are kind of sneaky. I did see a sneaky side of you. I did see you running around this villa with Kenzie being sneaky. So yes. And I was like, oh, I'm glad Parmita has some type of sense to not think that Corbin is this perfect man, even though she claims he's close to perfect, just like her. Nonetheless, they happy to be together. Moving on. Jen and Gala talking. She knows he still wants to explore Kenzie, but she just wanted to break him back because she owed it to herself. Girl, Kenzie gonna take your man. Because one thing about Kenzie, she want what she can have. And if she feel like she can't have him, she's gonna want him. She's gonna want him. Kenzie's happy with Dylan till tomorrow because she's in a confessional talk with something. I still can't wait to talk to Gall. I'm just like, Kenzie, girl, you know what? It's Love Island. Do whatever you gotta do. Just be honest. Don't do no more sneaking behind each other's back. Just be honest with whatever you got going on. And don't lead nobody on. Because you good for that. You good for making people feel like you want to be with them outside the villa and then turn around and be telling the same person and be telling somebody else the same exact thing. Kenzie, now I'm remembering why you was getting on my nerve too. Now I'm remembering exactly why you was getting on my nerve. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back, okay? Well, KC did say that he was going to go talk to Annayia, but, when everything calms down and when her friends are not around. Valid. I'll take it. Because emotions are high. The friends were definitely ganging up on you. I get it. Fair enough, okay? So now the girls are getting ready, and the girls are ready to spill the tea of what's going on in Casa because, they like, well, Zach was on his best behavior, and Bryce was on his best behavior, and so Mel's like, what about Sincere? They're like, I said, child, don't get Melody worked up. If you're not going to tell her what was going on, don't get her worked up, okay? Titi told Mel how Sincere was cuddling and holding Amora. And when she was telling her this, I was like, and I know everybody voted for Amora to get back in that villa. It's about to go down. It's about to go down when she gets in this villa, okay? And Mel is probably about to go too Sincere and cry all over again and then be back with him again. So I really don't feel like to crash out. Mel, keep it to yourself, okay? Not Zach telling Kata he loves her while they in the bed looking like they doing you know what. And I'm saying here like, girl, I thought that man was in the doghouse. He got out that fast? You just said that 5 minutes ago. He out already? Oh. Nonetheless, I don't know where that love you came from. Must have been good. Must have been real good. Anyway, it's the next morning. The girls go to check on Annayia. Baby, when Annayia came from under them covers, I looked at her face. Her face was so swollen. Her eyes were so red and small. I said, yeah. She looked like she cried all night. She looked like she had the roughest night of her life. You're gonna learn from this, Annayia, and I'm sure you probably will put yourself in this situation again because we girls and we love, and sometimes we have to get screwed over a few times for us to learn a lesson. So I'm not going to say that this will be your last time. I hope it would be, but there is a lesson in this, and the lesson is to always go with your intuition and use your logic, because the heart sometimes will steer you wrong. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely not gonna hold you, okay? Trinity got a French fry. I don't know if that's one finger. Maybe it's one finger. Like, girl, why we one finger in it? If we go on French fry, we might as well use two. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If that's what French fries is, because I'm still confused on what that means. I think it was Gold who made Annayia breakfast. Thank you, Gold. That was very nice of you. We appreciate it. Now, KC's telling Caleb, he said that he knows he got to be a man and talk to Annayia because he cares about her. Oh, really? So you do care? Because last night it didn't look like you care. That's all I'm saying, okay? And he cares about her feelings, but he has feelings too. Valid. I can't argue with you. But when you go talk to her, you better stand on business. That's all I got to say. You taking this long to go talk to her, you should have all your thoughts prepared and stand on business. That's it. Zach's trying to tell Annayia, like, listen, you followed your heart. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the point of Love Island. That's the risk that you take, okay? But she's regretting it. She's regretting her decision. She said she's not happy here. She felt like she was trying to be vulnerable, and that was hard for her. She was really trying to be vulnerable, and it was really hard for her, and look what happened, okay? She talks about how she missed Carl. She says she feels embarrassed, and I'm just saying her like, ugh, I hate that it had to be you, girl. I hate that it had to be you. And it didn't help that the other people were over there laughing and making jokes about it as if heartache and heartbreak is something to laugh at. Never laugh at another woman's pain because it can always be you. She says in this village, she just doesn't feel beautiful. That's part of the insecurity that we was talking about when it comes to Annayia. This is why she was so hard on KC every time he wanted to explore, because she felt like at that moment he was her only option. And if he goes, then what does she have? Sincere told her, like, listen, I know you may need some time to yourself, but I'm here for you. We're all here for you. If you need to talk, if you just want to hang out, you don't have to be alone. And I feel like that was the most truthful thing Sincere said all season. So I appreciate it. Moving on, okay? Corbin asked Gall and Dylan for the tea. And I'm like, what you fishing for, sir? What you fishing for the tea for? So now you can have an attitude? So you could run it back and tell the boys? Like, what are you fishing for tea for? The boys said that Annayia was exploring. They said that she was exploring Carl. And Carl was a really nice guy. And she was kissing him every day and every night. And, you know, he was the perfect guy for her. And she was the perfect girl for him. And he really liked her. And Corbin's like, so why she just didn't pick him and bring him back and explore it? That's what we all want to know, Corbin. That's what we all been trying to figure out. Why she just didn't bring that man back? Oh, because KC wanted someone to pick me. And that's what she did. She picked him and he played in her face. She was trying to make up for not being behind the door. Because, you know, he's still holding on to that. Yeah, he's still holding on to that. Kate is talking to Zach about Shay. And then they got into, you know, red flags of it all. And, you know, her red flags, his red flags. Nonetheless, he still hasn't told that girl that girl got removed. And that's why he didn't go further with her. Still haven't told her that. Then she brought up the fact that he used the L word. And he said she knows I wasn't serious. Another reason I don't like you. Zach, go away from me. I'm not about to have this conversation with y'all. I'm just not doing it today. I'm just not, okay? Sincere is asking Mel if there's anything else he wants to get off his chest. Girl. What you should have asked him, is there anything else I should know before movie night come? Don't have me up here looking a fool. That's what you should have asked him. But asking him if he want to get anything off his chest as if that man's about to confess to something is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, okay? She's like, you say you was missing me, but it sounds like you were having the best time of your life. According to Titi and Parmita, you was over there having a good time. He said, yeah, I did, because, you know, I had to explore. I had to, like, you know, give her the opportunity too. But it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. I was regretting it. Rewind the tapes. Ooh, movie night. Because didn't you tell that girl that Didn't you tell that girl on After Sun when you didn't pick her that if you had more time, you would have chose her? You told her that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Didn't you say in the villa how you was so caught up in Amora that you forgot what Mel looked like? Didn't you say that? Baby, movie night is gonna whoop your ass, Sincere, and you have nobody to blame but yourself. You do know that there are cameras everywhere. At this point, you gotta be doing it for the plot. You gotta be doing it for the plot because why would you intentionally make yourself look like a fool? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Nonetheless, child, I just can't wait for more to get in the villa. That's what I was waiting for all night. Like, girl, come now. Shake this shut. We ain't got all night. Well, we do got all night. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. He's trying to tell Melody how he wants to fix this. What do he got to do? She's tired of it, okay? She's tired of the sorry being used as a band-aid. Like, stop saying sorry and just do what you say you want to do. Now he's getting tired because he feels like if I don't do something, I'm the bad guy. If I do something, I'm the bad guy. Like, I don't understand. Like, why is she mad that I'm exploring when she was exploring and she had two different connections too? Because it's about respect and boundaries. Before you went to Costa, you was telling Mel how you was all into her. You was going to act right. You was going to do this. And you went over there and you act like all the things you said to her no longer existed. And then on top of that, you came back and lied and made it seem like what you had with Amora was absolutely nothing. When from what we saw and from what you said, it seemed like it was absolutely something. Mm-hmm. Mel's finally getting to the point where I think she's getting over Sincere. I think the rose-colored glasses are finally coming off. She says she's tired. She's tired. I said, how tired are you? How tired are you really, Mel? Not tired enough. Not tired enough. I promise you, you gonna be yelling at that man again and then sleeping with him again. Mm-hmm. Mel end up getting up and walking away from Sincere. So he goes to talk to Zach, and Zach's telling him how basically Mel ruined the moment. Stop taking advice from Zach. Zach is the worst person to take advice from. And I'm saying here like she didn't ruin the moment, because if she ruined the moment, then so did Kata when you came back. Because Kata was upset with you and she told you why she was upset with you. Did she ruin the moment too, or was it just Mel? Zach, be quiet. Be quiet. Annayia went and pulled Titi for a chat, and she tells her that she doesn't have any beef towards her, okay? She's glad that her and Casey found a connection. She doesn't feel any type of way about that, but it was just the simple fact that he was disrespectful, okay? She let her know, listen, Titi, I'm mad with him, so if I say something towards him, it's not towards you. If I say something to him, it's not you, girl. Don't take it personal. Titi said, as a woman, I understand, okay? Because I would have cursed him out too. Actually, I would have did worse. So then why did you act like you didn't understand what was going on up there? So then why did you act like you didn't understand what was going on at the fire pit the night before? Now you would have done worse, but in the moment, I'm TT. I'm TT. Girl. But I get it. Emotions high. Everything's happening fast. I get it, okay? The girls are making up. TT was saying, look, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I didn't want to like overstep anything. I didn't want you to like hate me. Amaya said I have too much love in me to hate anyone. You know, that was a bar. That was a bar. They made up. I love to see the girls making up, especially after a very explosive night. But I forgot to mention that TT did apologize to Trinity. She apologized for calling her a little girl. Trinity said, it's all good. It's all good. We're mad at the guys. If y'all didn't get the memo yet, we're mad at the guys, okay? So now the girls are like friends. Yay! So now we can all move on, right? Right. Okay? But Annayia did say that it's all disrespect towards KC. Girl, we gotta let it go. We gotta let it go. You gotta do how Mackenzie did Zach when she came back from him switching up on her. I don't even want to say, I don't want to talk. I don't got nothing to say to you. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. And go about your business. And just go about your business, because it ain't even no point in just trying to be angry towards some, because honestly, men like that feed off of that. They feed off of it. They like it. Because he's still on your mind. Like, It does something to them, girl. It does something to them, okay? Sincere, KC, and Corbin are talking. Corbin couldn't wait to tell them that Annayia was kissing Carl in the morning and that night, and she was exploring, and she had a great guy. And KC's like, oh, so she played the game too. She played the game too. It's just that I brought the girl back. It's literally because you brought the girl back. Like, that's literally what it is, because you brought the girl back. I'm just not, like, what are you talking about, Casey? Okay? Just like I was just saying, I forgot I wrote this down. Corbin said it makes them matter to see you happy and not give a fuck. I just said that about Annayia having to let KC go, because the more she holds on to that angry attitude around him, and she's mad at him being happy or whatever the case may be, he's going to enjoy it. He's going to enjoy it. And that is what Corbin just said. The happier you are, the madder they are, and guess what? I don't give a fuck. I knew I wasn't tripping when I said that. I was like, am I right? I'm right. But nonetheless, we get a text. Thank God, so I don't have to record any more conversations, okay? And they gonna be shaking cake, okay? Cake as an ass, so they think. And the girls figured it out real quick. They like, we gonna be throwing cake in each other's faces, because this sounds like something that would happen. The girls clocked it real early, okay? So as the girls are getting ready, we see somebody start walking into the villa. We see booty cheeks. I was like, I know those booty cheeks. Megan Thee Stallion herself came into the villa looking beautiful. Body tee, swimsuit tee. Didn't like the hair. Not a fan of the hair, but overall, it was a look, baby. It was a look, okay? She came into the girls' room. The girls start freaking out. Kenzie done bust down into a split. Meg was like, Kenzie, my favorite clam slam. The guys was like, Kenzie just bust in a split again. I was just like, that damn girl in them freaking splits, okay? She's calling Melanie's, how, like, you know, Corbin says it, and she's really giving the girls life, okay? She told Annayia, girl, you better let them know you're a whole stallion up in here. I said, I know that's right. They had a good time, okay? Megan talked some life into them. Then she went to go check onto the boys, right? When she walked in, I was expecting just a little bit more from the boys, okay? KC definitely didn't look happy. I said, yeah, he probably was part of the Free Tory campaign. And if he's not, he probably is after this episode. Because I really thought the guys would seem a little bit more happier than they did. Like, it's freaking Megan Thee Stallion. You know, real hot girl. You know, but then again, black men and Megan Thee Stallion have a weird relationship. A very weird relationship. But moving on. We bring Meg in when it's time to lift the energy. Every time we have one of these rough episodes, we bring Meg in because it is time to loosen up. It is time to have some fun. It is time to shake some ass, okay? Because one thing about Meg, she gonna shake some ass, okay? So it's time to play musical cakes, which is basically musical chairs, where they walk around, they have to sit on a cake, and then get eliminated, so on and so forth, right? So the girls go first, because it's boys against girls, and the girls look very awkward at first. I'm not gonna hold you. Somewhere along the line of the whole game, the girls were kind of like getting it together, okay? Kenzie finally did her split. Annayia, yeah, I saw that thing moving, okay? And no shade, Titi, I saw you too. Titi won around, and so I was like, okay, Titi, coming into the villa, doing your thing. I'm here for it, okay? So now it's the boys' turn, and the boys are basically dry humping the air. That's basically what they doing, okay? Zach on the floor doing like the crybaby. Bryce, I saw that little thrust, and then that little slow motion thing onto the floor. Yeah, I saw all of that. I said, okay. Anyway. Corbin got out first, just like Permita, and Megan was like, oh wow, y'all match each other. I said, look at that. Both of them ain't got no rhythm. Go sit down, okay? I was looking at Dylan. Dylan did a little something. And KC, we always know that KC can dance and perform and stuff, so I wasn't surprised. Now, here's the thing. KC also won. He said he had to do it for Titi. So he did it for Titi, and they the winning team. They didn't win a team. Congratulations to them. They won nothing. Okay. Meg gives the girls the win because the girls did better, of course, because they have ass to shake in a cake in an ass shaking contest, you know? You know. All right. The second game is Sweet Revenge, and this is when things get a little crazy. Okay. This is when, you know, the emotions start to run high just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? So the boys go first. The girls are inside of a cake with their head up, and basically they have to come up and tell them what pisses them off about that girl, and then try to cake her. I don't know if this is some sort of abuse. I don't know if this is some sort of abuse, but it definitely gave some sort of abuse, okay? Like, I'm gonna tell you what pisses me off, and then I'm gonna hit you in the face with a cake. Yeah. Yeah. Nonetheless, Gaul, he chose Mel because that girl took away his best friend in Casa by not bringing him back. She deserved that because she should have brought that man back. I don't trust him either, but at this point, I'm over sincere. Let's at least give him a chance. At least give Corey a chance, okay? Told that man he was everything to you. He was a perfect man for you, and then said, but nah, I'm good. Anyway, moving on. Zach chose Trinity because she's been shouting at him and she's jealous of his connection with Bryce. Is production feeding y'all lines at this point? Because that was weird AF, but moving on. Caleb chose Parmita because she threw herself at him and told him all types of stuff, basically played in his face, okay? Lied to him, and then went to go be with Corbin and never had a conversation with him ever again. She deserved that pie. She deserved that pie. Yes, she did. But Caleb, you need to man up. You need to man up, boy. Man up, okay? Dylan chose Annayia because he missed Carl. Yes, she deserved it. Should have brought that man back. Paya again. Okay? Annayia said, I miss him too. Meg said, I miss him too. And now everybody's like, we miss you, Carl. Don't worry. Don't worry. You won't for long. You won't for long, okay? Bryce cakes Kata. I forgot why. It must not have been important. Sincere chose Jen because she's always like a fly on the wall. Like she always got something to say about something that had never got nothing to do with her. And I was like, Jen be talking. She do. She be talking shit with Kenzie. She do. But she's definitely side character energy. Half the time I forget she's there. KC picked Trinity because she had so much to say. Okay, if he had a lot of cakes, he would have caked everybody. But you know, I'm gonna just pick this one person because she had a lot of heat for me when we came back to the villa. Okay, KC, but guess what? He missed. Like you can't come up there and make a whole speech about how you wish you had more pies to hit everybody. You can't even hit one person with one pie. Like you did all of that for what? Okay. Trinity said, "Still you rise." I said, "This is crazy. This is crazy. Like you miss, still you rise. Oh shoot. Okay. So Meg said to Casey, you don't think you could have been a little bit more respectful? And he was like, what you mean? What you mean? Meg was like, you wasn't at Casa? You ain't see Casa? I said, clock it. Clock it. Clock it. I think the guys forgot that the cameras were around. I honestly think that the guys got to Casa and forgot that the cameras were around because you know the cameras are like all around the villa everywhere, so it's not like direct cameras in your face. And I think they honestly may have forgot that the cameras were around over there in Casa because the way everybody is sitting here acting like they don't know what they did in Casa is not about to be exposed, and that the whole America is watching is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Annaya's telling him he's a coward. He didn't even come check on her or anything like that. So she's going off on him again. She's hot. She's throwing the smoke at him. And I'm just like, y'all talking, y'all doing all this on deaf ears. KC don't give, he really don't, okay? Everything y'all done said, he done heard, and he done heard it again. And at this point, it's really going in one ear and out the other. If he could say what he really wanted to say, he would say it. But he's aware that this part is being filmed because Megan Thee Stallion is standing right there. Okay. Corbin cakes Kenzie and then apologizes to her for being disrespectful. I don't get it. You cake the girl and then apologize for being disrespectful? I guess. Child, Corbin, it can't all be right in here. It can't all be right. I guess the cake was for her cursing him out for him lying to her and then apologizing for lying to her and then owning it. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm tired. Today has drained me. Today has drained me. So after Corbin does his apology, Meg does mention that, some of the guys could have been a little bit nicer during Casa. It did seem as though they were trying to put down girls to uplift other girls, and there was no need for all of that. I said, yes, very classy way to tell the men that they were definitely being disrespectful and doing the most. And that was part of the problem that the viewers were having with the boys. It was the fact that we don't mind you exploring, but you don't have to be nasty. A lot of people were wondering why Sincere wasn't getting as much heat as KC or whatever. They saying it's because he's dark skinned. No, it's not. When it all comes down to it, Sincere has never bad-mouthed Melanie. He lies to her, which is why we're mad that he keeps lying to her. But he's never bad-mouthed her. He never tried to put her down to make anyone else feel better. It's the girls' turn, and they get a creamer because we need to have a more accurate aim, right? And I say, yes, let's do it. KC's like, dang, they close as hell. Yes, let's do it, okay? Jaden decided to cream Gold because he needs to step it up with Jen. Gold wants Kenzie. He's settling for Jen. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it. And that's why he's not stepping up, okay? Kaden creamed KC for Annayia for writing her off without even having a conversation. Valid. Like, I understand you was mad at the moment, but you really was like, I'm done with you. I don't want to do nothing with you. Like, you didn't even give her the decency to have a conversation and break everything down to her and explain to her what was going on between you and Titi. Valid creaming, okay? Jen creamed Corbin for disrespecting Kenzie, but then she missed. Meg said, who was this even for? They was like, Corbin. Like, girl, how? Anyway, yes. I guess that's valid. Kenzie's her best friend, even though Kenzie's playing in her face too. Right. But Corbin got creamed. Parmita creamed Corbin to let him know, don't play with me. I'm not to be played with. Girl, one thing about a man, don't dare him. Don't tell them what not to do, because they're going to do it every time, okay? They're going to do it every single time. Now, Trinity creamed Bryce because she wants to lick it off. Okay, Trinity. Kenzie creamed Corbin because he lied about having feelings for her and then apologized with it by throwing a cake in her face. Valid, okay? Titi creamed Sincere. She said that he's toxic and he's two-faced. And Sincere said, two-faced. He said he thinks the allegations come from the fact that he tells the truth but not the whole truth. I'm sure that's where it came from, Sincere. I'm sure that's where it came from. Where else could it have came from, sir? Child, I said Mel about to start crying again. When she creamed that man and called him two-faced and called him toxic, Mel looked like she wanted to have a nervous breakdown, saying, my girl is about to have a crash out. She's crashing. She's about to crash out, okay? She's about to crash out. Mel went to cream Corbin because he hurt her girl. And then in the process, she ended up creaming KC too because, he hurt her girl. KC's like, well, you still miss me. And they was like, don't worry. It's somebody else behind me. It's somebody else coming. And you know exactly who was going. Annayia. Annayia said, rise up. Baby, I said, oh my God, these girls, they said rise up, okay? I do love the introduction that Megan Thee Stallion gave Annayia. You can tell that she has her favorites. And you can tell that she doesn't see it for some of the guys, okay? It's very clear. It's very obvious. The shade that she was throwing. Yeah, I picked up on all of it. But the introduction she gave Annayia needed to hear that. She needed someone to uplift her because she's really going through it in that villa emotionally, okay? But she really could have avoided all of this if she would have just brought Carl back. So some of this is on you, Annayia. It's definitely on you, okay? But of course she chose KC because she has never felt so disrespected, put to the side, not checked on in her whole life, okay? So she starts screaming him and he's like turning his head around. They like, no, turn around. And Corbin's like, just take it, bro. I said, listen to your man. Listen to your man. You're doing all this to impress him, right? Go ahead, listen to him. He said, just take it, bro. Just take it. Meg asked him, how did he feel? He said, I understand. Okay, cool. Short and sweet. Moving on. The girls won that round. Next challenge, basically 2 cakes, Zach and Kenzie. Got to get down to the bottom of it. And then there's a note in it. Zach finds the note talking about something. I'm a real eater. I'm a real eater because he got down to the bottom of it fast. The note said, "Revenge is sweet." Okay. Meg tells them that America has been voting for their favorite girl and favorite boy from Casa, that they wanted to come back into the villa, and pops out Amora and Carl, and the villa goes crazy. Okay, Annayia is damn near crying at this point. Damn near crying. Now, Sincere looked happy in the beginning, and then I think reality set in. Damn. Damn. This was a setup. This was a setup. Well, you said if you had more time. You said if you had more time, Sincere. Here you go. Be careful what you ask for. Anyway, yes, Carl and Amora are back in the villa to stir some more ish up. I'm excited to see what that's going to give in tonight's episode. Bye, Meg. Thanks for joining us this episode. See you next summer. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below. Comment down below. Listen, we can agree to disagree if we need to disagree, okay? But just keep it cute and keep it respectful, okay? Your opinion, my opinion. Your opinion, my opinion. All right? Well, all that being said, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.